Yes, people, welcome to another episode of Bluestv Travel. Today, I've got a big fan of Chelsea, Vandeerpee from Nigeria. Vandeerpee, please, can you quickly introduce yourself and let's get it going?
Okay, my name is Vandeerpee or VDP for short.
Yeah,
I'm a full-blooded Chelsea fan
yeah,
from Nigeria, like you said, and I've been a Chelsea fan for as far back as I can remember.
yeah.
I think that should be as early as 2002 or 2003.
Wow.
Then I was still quite young,
Yeah,
so we didn't really. It wasn't really like supporting Chelsea like we do now, but
yeah,
I knew that there was one Blues team. I think it was the 2003, 2004
yeah,
semi final against AS Monaco. We lost against AS Monaco in the semi final.
yeah,
You remember a last minute goal in the first leg from Shabani Nonda, and then
yeah,
then it was then my uncles then used to talk about teams in the Premier League, Chelsea. Before then, we had I was lucky enough to grow up with in a household that had cable TV, so
wow.
I knew
Amazing.
about the likes of Robbie Fowler at Liverpool, Michael Owen at Liverpool. My dad is a big Liverpool fan, so
Yeah,
he's always talking about them. And
wow.
then of course the blue team came along, the whole Shabani Nonda drama, and I was like, wow, I like this team.
Yeah,
So I started following them, and it wasn't long before I think the following season, Jose Mourinho came in. He came with the
yeah,
likes of
yeah.
all the signings I made, Didier Drogba and all, and then I haven't looked back since then.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Far back in twenties, I mean, what a long time. 2020, I think about 20 years ago is I mean, is a whole lot
More than 20 years
more
ago
than
now.
20 years ago. That's something very, very amazing. The way you started was very good, to be honest. I think it's just the best and the right way to start supporting Chelsea. But in a very quick one, what sort of things motivate you to start supporting Chelsea?
Well, I was quite young, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I watched live matches,
yeah,
but on cable TV they will always show replays of matches, and
yeah,
it was coincidental that most of the matches that came on then it was most of Chelsea's past matches. Those times that we were still wearing auto glass in front of our
yeah,
shirt.
yeah, yeah.
Eh,
Autoplay, yeah, yeah,
so I would
yeah.
see the likes of Jimmy Floyd, Asubank, Tori
Master
and
Band, yeah, Jim, yeah,
Eddie Goy, our goalkeeper Eddie Goy, Dennis
yeah,
Wise. So most of the highlights I saw then they were particularly against about Chelsea, and of
Chelsea,
course
yeah,
my dad was a Liverpool fan, so I had to choose between Liverpool and Chelsea. And
Chelsea,
as a young guy, I didn't want
yeah,
to give my dad the
yeah,
satisfaction of
yeah, yeah,
supporting that team, the
yeah.
same
Of
team that
of
he's
course,
supporting. So
yeah,
I just had to go the other way. And then it just so happened that the team I decided to go with, they were so good. And then the love started growing from there.
right.
So
Thank you
it
very much.
was
Yeah,
more about, the things I saw on TV, particularly the team I watch on TV often.
yeah. Amazing, amazing. To be honest, you had a very good history. Especially having to choose between the reds and the blue. I know it's a very, very amazing thing to have a different kind of you know support. I mean, supporting of two different kind of thing between the dad and the kid. So that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. So like I've said earlier before we came into the main page, the Blues TV Triver is not a kind of a page that is a do or die affairs. It's just a place that we want the fans to express what they've known about Chelsea, just to learn from the participant and also from the host as well. So yeah. So we've got some rules and regulation that we just want the followers to keep knowing that this trial is a kind of a platform that we are trying to put in a very big shape. So we wouldn't like situation whereby questions are being asked, people are cheating, trying to check on phone, and that's why we've put down a kind of a structure, which means that a question should be answered in 20 seconds, which we feel like is good enough. Because most of the questions are going to have A and B and C and D's. So where you can a little bit of tips. I believe that's a tips for people to kind of look into, options and think, oh, this is the right option, this is the right option. So we just want to make it very, very interesting, and we hope that people can really enjoy it that way. And then number two is that I would really like to explain to you how the winning structure is. So because the first episode that we had, There's a lot of people coming back and saying, oh, you should have done it this way, you should have done it this way. So we finally come to something that we think is a good shape. So what we're gonna do is, so right from start, you are £100, I mean $100 ahead. So it's gonna be a 5 questions throughout the section. So the first question, so when you get the first question right, you still remain your $100. So when you win the second question, you still remain your $100. Third question, fourth question, and fifth questions, which we hope you are gonna get right. So, but unfortunately, if you lose the first question, it's gonna drop down to
Down to
sixty
80.
dollars. To sixty
60?
dollars. So the first question is very very crucial. Yes. So the first question is very very crucial. So we hope you can get it right. So from 60, if you get it right, you remain 60. So if unfortunately you lose the second question, it will drop to 30. So from the third question, if you get it right, you remain 30. If you don't get it right, it will drop down to 15. Then from the 15, it will drop down to 5. But if you win the last question, which is $5, we are happy to add another $5 to compensate you to make it $10. So I believe as we go on episode, people will keep understanding the concept of it. So what we're trying to do is just to make sure that people are very, very committed to it. That know that your first question, second questions are very crucial. You need to at least make sure that you win that one to keep you in the game. So I believe that with this, it should be very, very interesting. You know, yeah, we want people
I'm
to,
just here to have a good time.
yeah, just to have a good time.
If I happen to go with the money, well, I'm
Yeah,
happy.
so yeah, I believe people don't we don't really want people to come here to see it like, we want people to see it like something that is very, very serious, and hopefully people can win week in, week out. And like we've said, ideas are welcome. People can send us DM on how we can, try to improve the program. The main thing is to just make sure that people get involved and people enjoy the program. So I don't really want to take too much of your time. So we quickly go into the questions. So I've printed, just like a pamphlet. This is how we've started for now. We hope that very soon we can improve as well. So on this pamphlet, I'm gonna go through these five first questions with you. I don't know if you are seeing it right. So these are the questions for you. So then I'm gonna start from the top. I don't know if you are ready or you wanna you wanna zip a little bit of water.
Before we begin, do I get to choose the questions I want?
Yeah. So I can't really hear you much. I don't know what's wrong from your side. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well now. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, do I get to pick the questions that I want,
Yeah.
or
So I've got
maybe there's multiple choice,
I've
or
got
do the
I've got just
because
5 questions here. I've got 5 questions here. So
okay,
but you can decide which one you want to answer first, you know.
okay,
Yeah. Just to make it flexible. We've got one,
okay,
two, three, four, five. Then you can choose. I want to answer number five first. I want to answer number two first. I want to answer number three first. So just to make it as flexible as possible. So let's get it going. So which
okay.
number are you choosing first?
Let's just take in chronological order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm okay.
One, two, three, four, five. Right.
Yes.
So we're gonna start now. So the first question says, I'm gonna repeat it twice just to make it,
Okay.
you know,
Does
very
it come with
flexible.
options?
Yeah, they comes with options. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Just to make it flexible. That's when you know that we really want people to win. We really want people to win, but we want people to be prepared as well. You know what I'm saying? So the first question, counting their tenure in days, which of these Chelsea manager last longer? Right. Counting their tenure in days, which of these Chelsea manager lasted longer? A. Felipe Luis Scolari. B. Andres Villas Boas. C. Roberto Di Matteo. D. Graham Potter. So your time starts now.
By number of days, which of these manager lasted longer?
Yeah.
Scolari, Villas Boas, ah, Potter, and Di Matteo. Uh, uh, I would have to go for Di Matteo because he got sacked and then got a contract the following season. I really don't know in number of days how much longer it took.
Right.
But let me take a risk on Di Matteo for now.
Right. Di Matteo, your answer is correct.
Ah,
For you.
would you
So
believe
it's
that?
Roberto Di Matteo, yeah. Because he won the Champions League and he moved straight forward to get a new contract.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
happy to get that. I was
yeah, I'm
not
happy for you
expecting
as
that
well.
question. I just took a
So
gamble
yeah,
because I
so
just looked at the number of time it took, the caretaker job and then his actual contract. So, but I'm happy to get the question right.
right. So you definitely remain on $100 as well. So on to the next question. I've got my stopwatch here as well, just to make sure that we are not, stepping ahead of the time.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
So right. So Drogba, on to the next one. The second question. So Didier Drogba appeared 10 cup finals as a Chelsea player. How many goals did he score? A 6, B 7, C 9, D 10. Time
10,
starts now.
10, 10.
Right. Unfortunately, you got this wrong. He scored
Okay,
9 goals in
okay.
10 cup appearance. So now we've moved
I
to,
guess that's destined.
yeah, that's definitely. And I think he scored so much of the goals against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember this guy was so good against Arsenal. Some FA Cup finals, he scored some banger goals against Arsenal. So I can still remember a couple of them. So we've answered two questions. We're left with three. We've moved down to $60, which is fair enough to be honest. I believe you can still push more and probably
Sure,
stay
sure,
on this
definitely,
60.
definitely.
Right. So moving on to the third one. So in combined, how many League Cups and FA Cups have Chelsea won in total? A 11, B 13, C 15, D 17. In
Oh my
combined,
god.
how many League Cups and FA Cups have Chelsea won in total? A 11, B 13, C 15, D 17. Your time starts now.
I'll have to go with 13. I'm not sure if it's 13 or 11, but it's one of the two. I'm going with 13.
13. Are you sure?
No, but I'm going with 13.
Right. So, congratulations to you. You got that right. And you remain on the numbers. Yeah. So, you got that right. Um, so we've answered three questions. So, we're left with two questions to go. And you are still on $60. So, right. On to the third one. Which of these Chelsea,
The
on to
fourth
the,
one.
on to the fourth one. Which of these Chelsea academy never, sorry, which of these Chelsea academy player did not make a debut for the club? A. Nathaniel Ek, B. Dominic Solanke, C. Maguire, T. Timo Livramento.
Chelsea Academy players never made debut. I think that should be McGee, the Crystal Palace defender. Never saw him wear the Chelsea shirt. I think Solanke still played for Chelsea, and Ake played for Chelsea. Livramento played for Chelsea. So I think it should be Gay.
Right, right. Unfortunately, you got that wrong. It was Timo Livramento.
What?
Timo Livramento. So has never appeared for Chelsea. Uh, I'm sorry, we've dropped down to $30. You almost got that right. You almost got it right. So, that's why I said we are here to learn, and it's just a
Oh
section
my
that you're gonna
god.
enjoy. Yeah. So, you almost got it right. To be honest, these guys are amazing guys. I think right now Ake is playing for City, Dominic in Tottenham. Maguire. I think these guys are really, even Livramento are really doing well, and that's why people
Yeah,
always said it that Chelsea has the best academy in the world. There's no way you can doubt it.
definitely,
Definitely.
definitely. We
Because
have a young boy coming up. They should watch out for him.
I think I've heard about this boy. He plays like a left footer or kind of, is
Yeah,
it?
the Moroccan.
Yeah, the Moroccan boys. Let's hope so. Sometimes things change just in the blink of eyes with what we've seen recently. But let's hope, things goes right. And Chelsea also able to keep him because these days, this kind of players when they start, making up things, they said, oh, there's no pathway for them. They want to move away. Like, we've seen the likes of Chido Obi Martins, uh,
Yeah.
this guy that went to Liverpool from Chelsea. What's it called? You should remember this young
Um,
that went to Liverpool recently from Chelsea.
Sheyoju. Is it Sheyoju? No, no.
No, no, no. He's oh my goodness. He's playing from the right flank. I just forgot his name.
Is it Storage?
No, 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 no. He's a young. He just went to Liverpool last season. This season, he's from Chelsea
Oh,
Academy. I forgot his name.
oh, I can't place his real name right now.
Yeah, but you remember him, yeah? He
Yes,
had a
yes, yes,
debut
yes.
with Liverpool this season.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So let's move to the last question. So we've dropped to $30, and we are on to the last question. Hopefully, you get this right. We stay there, and but if we drop, then we're dropping to 15. And I wish you best of luck on the last one.
All right, thank you.
So it says, who was the record sale before Eden Hazard 89 million moved to Real Madrid in 2019? So A. Alvaro Morata, B. Diego Costa, C. Oscar De Santos, and D. David Luiz.
The record sale for Chelsea.
Yeah,
Luis Morata, Diego Costa. Sorry, who's the last person?
David Luiz.
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar De
Oscar.
Santos.
Oscar de Luis. Um. Uh. I think I will have to go with Oscar.
Yeah.
I don't know if his record was broken. But let me go with Oscar. I'm not sure if David Luiz broke the record, but let me go with
Right.
Oscar.
Right. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, it was David Luiz. We sold him to
Ah,
PSG on a huge amount of money.
come on! I just
Yeah.
said it.
So
I'm not sure if David Luiz broke his record. I'm not
yeah,
sure. Oh God.
yeah. So we dropped to $15. To be honest, you really, really try. These questions are not easy questions, but at the
To
same
over
time,
three, I didn't try.
yeah.
I
But at the
didn't
same
try.
time,
I just got to over five. I didn't try you.
to be honest, you have to be a real Chelsea fan if you want to answer these questions right. But at the same time, it just remembers the records, what we've been through, and all these things. To me, I would say you try. To be honest, what we're trying to do, you can still give it a go. You can still give it a go next week. Although, as far as we move on, we'll try to give it a space. Maybe if you apply this week, you have 1 month rest to go and reflect on things and come back.
Has it
For
started
now,
already? Because it looks like
no.
I'll be applying again next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That for now, we are happy to have you back next week. But as
Okay,
time goes on, we'll communicate because we want people to definitely come in and
definitely.
kind of have their opinion. And yeah, so we're so happy. $15 is not bad. it's
Well,
it's a, it's a
thank you.
good
I,
place to
I
start.
had fun. I had a lot of fun. I learned
Yeah,
some new things. At
that's the
least
main.
some things
Yeah,
I wasn't sure before,
yeah,
especially that they release now. I'm not sure.
yeah, so at least that's part of it. So right, thank you very much for joining us on this
Thank
program.
you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll
Hopefully,
see you
hopefully
later.
you'll be having me again next week.
Yeah, absolutely.